Go.
Hey, welcome back everyone to Legaia Remake, episode 57. Uh yeah, what did we do last time in session 56? Better the demon you know. The party gets back on the rail again. A few days later, while traveling, they're suddenly assaulted by a large pig-like demon called Satan Claus in a chariot being pulled by his 9 nightmares: Slasher, Thrasher, Lancer, Poxon, Vomit, Putrid, Goner, and Rick. And Rude Olaf, the dead-nosed nightmare. Satan Claus lobs gift boxes filled with both nice and not so nice things at the red shirts. After terrorizing the Yosoki, Satan Claus leaves. After another several years, after another several days, the party spots the Stone Harvest Mountains and the gates of Suncrest Junction. They spend the night avoiding a nasty midnight Saru monster encounter and approach the gate the next morning. The intricately designed tunnel past the gates appears to be completely empty as the party enters. However, the portcullis gates behind and ahead of them slam shut as crossbow bolts start sailing past their heads. And that is where we are at. Hi, by the way, to anyone I haven't talked to yet. Um, I'm sleepy. Let's do this. Everybody, we don't need to roll for initiative, but this is what you see. So you're in this tunnel that is intricately crafted with these depictions and scenes of Amberfield's past and history, and it's like 100-foot wide tunnel that has train tracks running through it and paths for carts and people to be walking in and out. Basically, the main entrance to the Amberfield parts of civilization that lie uh, to the north in the Stone Harvest Mountains. And you look off to the side and see the side of this tunnel, little like ports in like the eyes of like various figures, and like cleverly hidden between like in like kind of the valleys of some of these stoneworked figures. um, just cleverly hidden are these little ports, and something on the other side is shooting crossbow bolts through. What do you guys do? How do you guys react to this?
So,
Duck.
we're stuck inside. The gates are closed, right?
Yes.
Do I, looking forward, see how to open the gate? See, like, the mechanism or...
Yeah, go ahead and make a like a crafting check. You quickly start to look at these portcullises, see how they work with their various, um, you imagine they're based on like the chains and stuff that you can see that are running through like the top parts. It's all very built so that you can't get to like the pulleys and chains of the portcullis from like inside of the tunnel.
How far away are they?
Well, the tunnel is
How far are the chains and portcullises from me?
oh 50 feet, or like the ones behind you are probably more like 20 feet away.
So if I used magnetic acceleration,
Okay.
which magnetizes a small metal object such as a nail or coin and launches it away from me, but could I magnetize just a small part, like one link of the pulley, and launch it in the direction to open the gate?
So these gates probably weigh several tons a piece. You don't think that would work. It's just it wouldn't be as much. It wouldn't be enough force. Um, the Yeah. So this tunnel was made to try to prevent. It was like made to try to prevent people from coming through and if necessary capturing something in the middle.
As Yusoki, are we not small enough to fit through some of the holes in the?
You know what? That's fair. I will allow you to try to squeeze through if you want.
Okay, but you said we're getting crossbowed in the moment?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to scamper to the ceiling with Gecko Grip.
Oh, okay. I love it. That's awesome. He scampered to the ceiling. Yeah. All right. Awesome. I love it.
Neo, run up the wall.
He's beginning to believe.
You hear some you hear some conversation as you're running up the wall, and you're seeing these like little holes, and like arrows are like poking out, and you're like, ah, as you like run by, and and they're like trying to like shoot you through the holes as you're running up the walls. You hear people discussing on the other side. Is anybody else doing anything, or what is everybody else doing?
Can I detect? I was using a tactile magic feedback to see if within 60 feet, I guess, of where we are, does Rispert detect any magic users?
You do, yes. You detect magic users on the other side of
so this
these
isn't
walls.
This isn't like automatic traps. This is people shooting through holes at us.
You're starting to hear people, and Rispert is detecting that there's at least one magic user on the other side of these tunnels.
Okay.
Are they aiming for a specific person mostly, or just at all of us?
It seems to be all of you.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to, because I think it's like people instead of like an automatic trap, I'm going to drop, I have a smoke ball that I'm going to drop on the group below me so that they have some cover.
Okay.
If it's people.
I'll let you do that next turn.
Okay.
Because you cast a spell and you ran up the wall. With that information, we'll have you do that the next turn. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna cast containment around, I think, loot, and then I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. Loot, a magical force field springs around you and starts. You see crossbow bolts bouncing harmlessly off of the containment.
Loot would take that opportunity to run towards the holes in which the bolts are coming from and just start yelling at these people to stop.
Okay, yeah, got it. So you start running about the time that you get to the side of the wall, containment goes up. And yeah, you start yelling at them. What do you say?
Just trying to tell them, like, we're here to talk. Like, we're not trying to kill you. We're not crazy Saru. We were being sneaky because we were worried that you guys were gonna kill us, and here we are, so...
Give me a diplomacy check, please. That is pretty good. 30. All right. This is what happens. You start hearing. You're hearing the discussion now that you're next to the wall too, and somebody goes, "Master Dohati, I'm not sure they're Saru or not." And then you hear, "It's just a trick. They're Saru. They're Saru monsters. Shoot them all. It's Saru magic trickery." But noticeably, in the small amount of time that you guys have been being shot at, you do feel like it has slowed down a bit. There may be some hesitation. Max,
Thresh.
or should I say Thresh? Sorry. I blanked on your character's name. I was thinking that I hadn't heard from you, and then that's where my brain went. But yeah, is Thresh doing anything?
Yeah, I'm also gonna yell into the holes and just be like, "We're Yosoki, we're not Saru."
Yeah, give me a diplomacy check.
Y'all gotta stop talking.
No.
Haha, good.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So-
Probably too early.
I'll count this as like a follow the expert kind of thing, right? Where you're like
Okay.
following Lute's like her prerogative or her initiative. So we're gonna turn that into, you guys are level 9, so that's actually gonna be a 20.
All right.
Which still, yeah, you start yelling out and you hear somebody say, "Master Dohati, I really don't think they are Saru." Ah, it's like I said, it's an illusion. I know all about illusions. I come from you know where I come from. Keep fire.
Master Dohati, are you a Chlorinon resident?
What do you know of Chlorodon? Keep firing. Keep shooting.
Master don't fuckwat. Stop it.
Ray just keeps thinking we are technically Saru. It's just raw Saru.
Don't say that
Yeah.
out loud.
Not
I
monsters.
said I was thinking it. I did not think I said it out loud.
Does Trunks do anything?
Trunks, dance.
I was
You
trying to
gotta
assist
dance.
in the whole. Damn. My performance is not the best. I was also
doing
trying
the hairy
to.
baby. Sorry, that was a Dimension 20 reference. Nobody got that.
Oh. Sorry.
Liz got it.
Ah,
There's a little rat man, sewer rat, and he does a little dance that he called the hairy baby. Sorry, Trunks, what were you saying?
oh no, I was just trying to also convince.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Let's see. That should have also a +2 for my regalia.
Excellent. Okay.
Nah, I was thinking about hair pointing that, but nah.
The so you guys have really kind of that's some pretty high diplomacy checks, and this wasn't supposed to be a super long thing, but you see about the time, so you guys are talking, you're yelling at them, trying to convince them you're not Saru monsters. They've been shooting bolts through the wall. You see some holes open up on the top of the roof, and out of like the 3 different ports that open up, only one drops anything, but they drop some of those Saru grenades out that end up detonating. You feel your Rasaru fighting to kind of almost like maintain consciousness. as your like spells and abilities become, you feel like yourself lose them like temporarily. It's like very it's very shocking. Not to mention the percussive impact of these grenades going off. But it is very in this craziness that's going on. You hear more and more of the of like dissent going on behind the walls, where people are starting to basically say, I'm out, I'm not, I refuse to shoot at these, they're not Saru monsters. Somebody is like, Master Dohati, please get a hold of yourself. And he says, fine, it's your funeral. What do you want? And the shooting stops.
We want to awaken your Genesis tree to get rid of the mist.
See, I told you, it's Saru nonsense. Genesis trees. Bah.
Can someone shut that guy up?
I want a beer.
We've already revived the Genesis tree on Rakanaugh, and the mist around Chloronon and Ittleshire is gone.
You're saying that you got rid of some of the mist?
Yes. When we revived the Genesis tree on Rakanaugh.
Huh. All right. That's incredible. We really should let them in. Ah. Fine. All right, open up the doors. And along the side of the tunnels, just purely like micrometer precision, these cracks kind of vertically form down some of the, hidden within the carvings of the wall. Like you see like a panel like pull in and move to the side, revealing a doorway.
That's some crazy craftsmanship.
Yeah, Bree is like in heaven right now. This is like the pearly gates opening up for her.
Getting shot at unnecessarily is like heaven.
Well, the mechanical, like, she loves crafting. She's a freaking inventor. Like, this is just amazing to her. Even the, little stuff coming through the holes, the way they're able to hide themselves, and it's impressive to her.
Do you guys go in?
Luke goes in because she still has that like bubble thing around her.
So does that work as a bubble, or does it stop where it's at?
I think it is stationary, but
Luke still goes in.
Yeah.
I would drop it so she could get out of the containment, because that would hold you in if I didn't drop it.
Yeah. The containment gets dropped. You walk in. You see a mishmash of people, all kinds of different races, ages, sizes, just total grab bag of different people, almost all of which are at least completely bald on top. Some do have facial hair, but you see people from, you've seen rat folk. A few of you have been around longer than the mist has been around, but even then you probably didn't see a bunch of different peoples. But you're seeing a muscular green guy with tusks coming up out of the from back behind his bottom lips. You see a really hoity-toity looking. Would be short for what you've seen of humans so far, having been in Ittleshire. But he's got long pointed ears and flawless skin. Completely bald, clean shaven. You see a lot of these guys are wearing robes. You're seeing very stocky, wide, heavy set humanoids with big beards. And yeah, you see this one little just like sawed off garden gnome looking old man that's even short compared to you guys, just standing there with his hands on his hips.
Was it him? Was he the one that was telling us to keep getting shot?
So
I am Master Dohati. I am in charge of this monastery.
Monastery? Is that why you guys are all bald as fuck?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Thanks for letting us in.
Oh, like he starts like huffing and puffing.
It's like going red in the face.
Yeah. You see. Let's see. There's one of those short, stocky, bearded characters walks up. You'd say at first look, based on your physiology of other like humanoid races, you'd say they're probably a woman based on the on everything but this huge beard. But as she walks up, she says, "Oi, nice to meet you. Glad we didn't put you too full of holes. Yeah, this here's the this is the Suncrest Monastery."
Hello, nice to meet you. Meet your beard.
It's nice, isn't it?
Beard.
what was how do you spell Master Dohati's name?
Dohati. Dohati.
So, who's in charge of this city?
I am. I am in charge here, and it's my job to look out for the safety and well-being of the monks of this monastery.
Who's your manager?
Who's in charge of you?
No one. We are a non-consyndicus commune. I don't know.
You just use a lot of big words, little man.
He says, we haven't seen anything but Saru monsters for 20 years.
Oh, I guess that tracks.
Well, there's a story for the. We can give you some information about Idleshire and Chlorinon and Rakanaw.
Yeah, can we like sit down and eat or something and fill you in on a lot?
Yeah, there's a lot.
The slender humanoid with the pointy ears walks up and says, "Hello, my name is Moran. Please, this way. Let me see you to our galley."
Is this the like fourth human we've like seen? Or
so based on your you guys would have heard about the different races, but you're pretty sure this is an elf.
You an elf?
Okay.
Ah, of course. Yes, I am. I take it you haven't seen any other elves yet?
Have you?
Oh, yes. I've been around for a while. You, young one, I imagine you've spent most of your life with the threat of the mist ever looming over all of us.
I grew up in a hole.
How dreadful.
If I were to roll to see how much my character would know about this, about these other species, would it be like a society?
Yeah, it would be a society. Yep. Anybody wants to roll societies.
Are you old?
She says, I am not all that old. As compared to many of my kin, I am only 82 years years old.
That's old as fuck.
One day I want to
imagine
be
it must
82
seem
years
so.
old.
One can only hope. One can only hope.
Wow.
Do you guys have beer in this place? Or is this one of those dry monasteries?
They go to say something, and he says, "No beer, no beer. I just draw the line at beer. Feed them some of the rations, and send them on their way. We don't want their kind here."
Oh, so Hottie's racist now.
The dwarf woman walks up and says, she says, don't mind him, but just we have a lot to tell you about our civilization, our monastery. Come, let's we'll get you fed up and tell you all about our organization.
I feel like as we're following them, like Whisper would mumble to the rest of the party, just like, man, you think after saving an entire city of his from an economic death spiral and some crazy behaviors, they'd be a little appreciative.
Yeah, it's just one beer.
How do you spell Morayan's name?
Here we go. They will all kind of introduce themselves.
You don't think this guy's gonna break out into song randomly, Art, do you?
So the dwarf woman introduces herself as Yora.
She seems lovely.
And Moran, yeah, of they kind of lead you through.
Ooh.
Like once you're back here behind the tunnels, there's this seems to be just an area where you would, it turns the tunnels into kind of a kill box. Defensively, you go back through, there's some metal gating that they can lock. They take you back through that. You kind of start to get a run of the areas. They're showing you around, and they show you how there's stairs that go up, so that there's spaces above the tunnel as well, that you can look down at, drop things on invaders. It goes all the way over to the other side. There's more space on the other side of the wall. The tunnels even go down below, and that is where they bring you down, and they're showing you that there's they have a bunch of rooms that they have set up. They have cooking quarters. They have they walk past one door that they don't explain anything about. It's like a double door. Seems to be locked. There's a half orc man who walks up. He introduces himself as he says, I'm Barek. It's nice to meet you. It's crazy to see other survivors out of here.
You. Is it just me, or do you kind of look like someone else we met not that long ago?
I don't know. You know any other monks?
No, it's not the robes. Huh.
It was Satan Claus, wasn't it?
No. You remember the weird dream we had? Oh wait, were you there for that?
Were we in your dream?
Wait, who? Okay, so hold on, the labyrinth thing. Who all was?
The The Halloween one?
Oh, there was a half orc. Yeah. Yeah, that was Hanu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's definitely looks closer to Hanu than anybody you've ever seen before. Yeah, actually does have a bit of a resemblance because he's got this guy though. He's got his head shaved just like Hanu did. He's got a short brown beard. Hanu's I think was a black beard. This guy is wearing like a sleeveless gi and he has like a scar over his left eye.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows anybody named Hanu.
No, doesn't. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. I'm sure there's nothing to look into there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You see, this we're a monastery we're Buron monks.
So, how have you been able to survive in the mist all this time? Just staying inside the monastery and killing them all off in the tunnel like you tried with us?
Yeah. We send out patrols. We go out on missions, but we've developed a sort of like a martial art to combat Saru that keeps us, when using it in tandem with each other, we have a pretty good success rate of staying alive. And we do lose somebody occasionally, and it's sad. But through our utilizing this facility, which wasn't ours, we kind of took it over when the mist showed up. Our monastery was in Suncrest, just beyond the Suncrest Junction.
Oh.
But we kind of hold up down here, and through Master Dohati's, guidance, we've kept ourselves alive. He's right about Saru being tricky.
Yeah, I suppose they're not wrong to be cautious.
No, they're not.
Though, how often do the Saru talk to you?
I mean, you can never tell. You can never tell. They do all kinds of stuff. They'll mess with your mind.
Well, maybe you guys.
The elf speaks up and says, our order is a monastic order that has, from the time that Saru first appeared, eschewed the use of Saru. One reason we were so prepared to survive this attack is that we've never used Saru. We've always been suspicious of them from the very beginning. We believe that Saru are parasites that are feeding on the life force of the people.
Don't listen to him, Leviathan. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Covers up her hand with her Saru on it, kind of make sure it's hidden.
The dwarf lady says, we already know you've got the Rasaru. We're not idiots. We know the difference between Saru and Rasaru. But we still we still don't think they're good.
I understand that. They're necessary at the moment, though, because without them, we wouldn't have made it here, and we wouldn't be able to awaken the Genesis tree and get rid of the mist.
Master Dohati steps in and says, "What is this about a Genesis tree?"
Can I see the Genesis tree? Because we're in tunnels, right?
Yeah, the Genesis tree is up on the mountain somewhere.
All right, so it's a big, huge tree up on the mountains. How far away would it be from where we are now?
Oh yeah, will we have a guesstimate on that?
Yeah.
Not really.
Can I draw what the Genesis tree looks like and show it to him?
I don't know that you guys.
Well, we could draw the one we seen on Rackanaw.
Yeah.
It says yes, I know what a Genesis tree is. They're
But you just asked.
Saru nonsense. No, I want to know what you want to do with the Genesis tree.
We want to wake it
Use
up.
it.
And what good would that do? Letting more of that Saru
Can someone check his
power
ears?
into
I think
the
he's got
world?
dumb in there or something.
It clears the mist. It repels the mist when it's awake.
No. The mist was a trap. They got all the Saru interwoven into societies, and then the mist came and unleashed their true purpose to take over the world.
It wasn't a trap, though. It's coming from Grainhaven. We stopped at Grainhaven before we came here, and there are mist coming out of factory stacks in Grainhaven. The mist is coming from Grainhaven.
Even if it was a trap, why wouldn't you want us to just go check on a tree? Do you hate trees or something?
I hate Saru.
Okay, but what about the trees?
They're Saru trees.
That tree
Always
was a
have
normal
been.
tree. You've seen it.
No. Those Genesis trees are something else.
How do you know?
That's a gnomish conspiracy theorist.
It's been written in the sacred texts.
Well, regardless,
You have sacred texts? Can I see them?
No.
I think we'll just stay here for the night, and then we're gonna go on our way toward the tree.
Yeah.
Just shoo us along in the morning.
Fine.
And you should tell us where the
don't get
sacred
yourself-
texts are so we can stay away from that area.
No.
Oh, well.
I know your Saru trickery.
Is it
It's
behind?
gonna be
Not an
unfortunate.
Is it behind those double doors?
No.
I mean, don't you want to know what's happening in Chlorinon and such? I mean, everyone in Chlorinon pretty much survived.
What?
Yeah, Chlorinon is fine.
Wait, you mean Chlorinon? How?
They lived up in the trees above the mist.
Huh. Well, that's...
You don't want to argue with her a little bit about that? You seem to have an argument about everything else, so...
That's true. How do I know that's not a lie? The lie that you want to
Oh,
believe
God.
is the most dangerous lie.
Well,
Oh, like the lie that you know everything about this stuff?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Saru. That's why I don't trust them.
Tell me about it.
Oh, there it is.
Bree is trying so hard not to just tell him everything she knows about Saru. She has spent her whole life studying Saru. So the fact that he is, purposefully ignorant of Saru is very frustrating for Bree.
There are a few things more dangerous than willful ignorance.
Yes, and I suppose just throwing caution to the wind and cavorting with the enemy is that's the path that we should all be taking.
I see no enemies here.
There's one thing about throwing caution to the wind and cavorting with the enemies and studying your enemies.
She's got a point, Master Dohati. Now shut up!
I mean, if you can't beat them, or
Don't say it. Not gonna do that.
Well, Master Dohati, is there anyone in Chlorinon that you want to know if we've met? We could just start listing names of people we met in Chlorinon. Let's see.
Who was the old
Oh,
guy
I'm
that
sure.
died?
I'm sure you know Crank Sprocket, huh?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Besties.
knew him.
that.
We sure did.
What do you mean knew him?
He fucking died, dude.
There's also Dippity. We knew Dippity.
Oh, Crank.
Zeffrington.
Yeah.
Oh,
The younger guy.
Oh wait, he's one of the other
Dippity.
guys.
That young little upstart.
Yeah. Dippity
Wasn't Dippity on the
Gila.
council?
He died too, right?
No, Dippity's still. She's the one that is still a council member.
Yeah. Yeah, she's on the council.
What? Oh man, that place must have been gone way downhill since I've been there.
I mean,
Oh, you have no
kinda
idea.
did.
Probably.
I gotta admit, like, their method of coin was like leaf cards or something. Like, and it was
The
just
leaf token,
imaginary.
right?
Taru technology. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Ow,
the
oh, yeah.
technology
Disgusting.
was-
Yeah, we got rid of that.
yeah, we did get rid of the leaf coin.
Good riddance.
Do you want some?
I
We
kinda
still have
liked
some.
it.
I'm fine. Keep it away from me.
Oh yeah, but they seem to have certain kind of like this magical technology that not only kind of kept the mist from rising up there, but also like kept it warm and quiet, like away from the outside.
Sounds comfortable. I hate it.
I don't think there's any pleasing this guy.
Nope.
Well, we can still try.
I bet you eat tree bark for breakfast or something, don't you?
Love it.
I'd be willing to try tree bark.
The
The
Iron
worse your
Peak-
life is, the tougher you are.
Iron Peak is supposed to be known for its iron. You guys probably don't mine iron here in the monastery, do you?
The dwarf says, "Oh no, that's my people up there in Iron Peak. They do all the mining, and then they send it down on the tramways, and then it gets gathered up here, and then put on carts and taken out through the junction."
But they
Oh.
haven't done that for 20 years, have they?
That's correct.
Have you heard anything from them, or know if anyone is still up there?
Unfortunately, not. No word from Iron Peak. No word from anyone
Until now.
Do we
until now.
wait? Have you seen anything strange, like when you were fleeing from there, like some kind of strange purple lights or anything like that?
Purple lights. What would you be referring to?
When the thing flew over,
The purple goop.
because there was before that happened, the last memory they had before they woke up again was some kind of purple light overhead, and then I think that's when something caused the purple goo to hit them, and then it like put them in a slumber for, until we push back the mist. So
the elf speaks up. Moran says, "No, don't believe we've seen anything like that."
elves have pretty good memory, right? Like 20 years is not very long to forget something.
That's correct.
Sorry, I don't really know anything about you.
That's quite all right.
Well,
Like while
Ilsher
he's talking, Rispert's like constantly like kind of leaning to either side, like looking at him and studying him.
Bree would just start talking about all the like Ilsher and Chloronon and just kind of catching up, like the people who are interested in listening on what's going on in those two cities and Rakanoff.
Yeah, so they treat you to a meal, and they set up. There happens to be extra rooms. They set you guys up with rooms. They give you clean sheets. They also they adjourn every once in a while to go to their, like, multiple times a day. They are supposed to train. And they welcome you to watch as they like train in this like esoteric martial art that is designed to fight Saru. It's a lot of like ranged. It's like keeping things at a range, like while you're fighting.
This seems like something you would know.
What makes you say that?
Well, you do a lot of grappling and like distance fighting too with your tail.
You make a good point. I will observe.
Yeah.
We will.
Do you want to come with me?
Well,
I'll come watch.
Reborn wants to see this too.
Yeah, you watch them train as they fight each other. There's also, and they seem to take turns with. They'll fight, but then there will be like on one side, one person will use this sort of. It's almost like a cat o' nine tails, like thing with like multiple whips on it, as they kind of like swirl it around and like whip at the other person, and it is bad news if anybody gets actually hit with it, because it does hurt a lot, but it also you'll see them as they drill and they practice, like if somebody can essentially whack the cat of nine tails away fast enough, then they're kind of still in. Otherwise, they're they failed the exercise at that point. If no one is there to essentially assist them, so they.
I would ask someone who's not like, I don't want to interrupt somebody practicing, but any of the monks just standing around, kind of just ask if they've like actually used this martial arts, like, or had to, or how effective it is.
Yeah, you see just like a human man who is a little bit on the slim side, but just like really defined muscles. Speaks to you and says, yes, of course, actually, and he like holds his arm out, and you see that there's just like a bunch of scarring on his left arm, where he explains that, like, essentially someone was able to essentially slice away like a dozen cables that had whipped to and like attached to his arm and started to like burrow in, and they were able to like rip them out. And you're seeing like a lot of these warrior monks have various scars on them in different places. A lot of them are fairly similar, because these they explain how like the Saru, when they get a hold of you, like these cables start to just burrow in, and they got to get cut away and ripped out, like, as soon as possible.
This would be really good info and training that we could hopefully get back to the island.
Yeah, as you start to watch, you see how practical it all is, and they are very much, they're well-oiled machine, and they really look after each other, and you can see how effective this kind of training would be, for sure.
It is unfortunate we can't just distribute Rosaru to the populace to defend themselves with.
There are only so many.
Yeah, and Kaduka broke like 3 of them.
Those were not Rosaru.
Those were just Saru.
Maybe there'll be more in the next Genesis tree or whatever.
That is where we found these
where they
ones.
hang out, yeah. So,
Yeah, as your Rosaru have told you, they that is essentially where the Rosaru hang out when they can.
So is there any way while watching this for like Trunks to learn a move?
I'd say if you maybe someday came back here or spent enough time here, you could. There would be options. You could either retrain your feats to something, or pick a feat later after you've leveled up, after you've had this training.
Okay. Well, we probably won't stay here that long this time around.
Yeah.
We're still in the mist, right? Even though we're in this monastery.
That's well. So as it seems to be pretty well sealed off here. It's interesting. They find you find out that at the entrances, sealed around the entrances is like a type of stone that has a bit of a glow to it that seems to keep the mist from passing the boundary.
What?
I'm just wondering if Loot could attempt sending if we're not currently in the mist, and maybe we'd get past the static.
When you say stone, do you mean like some kind of rug that happens to say no mist, like keep out?
What,
the entrance?
What was with the liquid that was on the portcullis?
There was a liquid on the portcullis?
Yeah, didn't you say that the part that went into the ground was like shiny?
It just wasn't it looked like it was cleaned, essentially, not that.
Yeah,
I
right,
thought
exactly.
it
was like right. Yeah, no, it was just kind of like the way that like steel gets shiny when it's like polished, essentially. Like by
what is this? What is this liquid? It is called soapy water. We clean the place. What is soapy water?
Maybe in my own head, I was just thinking it was like a solvent or something that like.
Oh yeah.
that it went into or something.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was just polished by the going in and out of the slits in the ground.
I see.
Does anybody like ask or they mention that the doorways are warded against the mist, which is why it doesn't come in here, even though if it could find any crack, it would make its way in here pretty much, but because the doorways are warded. Does anybody like ask them about that?
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, the elf that's been sticking near you says, yes, the doors are sealed with zenithite.
Zenithite.
Oh, cord.
Oh,
Can you spell zenithite?
Sure.
Is there checks we can make?
Guys, what the hell is zenithite?
Oh, it's a metal.
Yeah, if somebody wants to make this is gonna be a pretty hard check, but if somebody wants to make like a nature check, or if you have anything to do with rocks, or I would take a crafting check. Although
since it seems to be a mystical metal that deters creatures to a degree, can I use my diverse esoteric knowledge?
Sure.
I bet it's a rock of some type.
Loot and Trunks. You've heard of zenithite. It is an extremely rare, naturally occurring metal that has kind of unexplained magical properties. What you do know that is if you know that it's dangerous, and you know that a lot of people have died working with it, and you know that like for the most part, people stay away from this stuff. So it's kind of weird that they explain that well, yeah, so it's kind of weird that they've been working with it or that they did anything with it.
Where did it come from?
Oh, yeah, and so the dwarf explains oh yeah, Zenithite, it comes from the Zenithos Dominion.
Do we know where that is?
Yeah.
It's very, very far. It's a country that is very, very far north.
I see it on the map.
Yeah.
How did you guys get it here?
They explained that it just happened. There happened to be some that was being transported. That, you know, of course, like the transport got attacked when the mist rolled in. As they were searching around, they noticed that the mist wouldn't come within a certain distance. Not a very far distance, but wouldn't come within a certain distance of the rock. And then they worked it into, you know, pretty much just kind of used it to like seal doorways and stuff. Because the amount of space, you know, like as long as it's within a few inches of like all the cracks in the place, essentially it'll seal it off.
It's just radioactive, like material. It's not good for anybody, but the Saru is smart enough to stay away from it.
Zodiark, does that door give you the heebie-jeebies?
It felt very uncomfortable to walk through.
When you say uncomfortable, do you mean like a bee sting, or like you're giving a presentation naked?
It's more like a burning sensation.
Like you're hanging by the fire and one of the pieces of ashes drop onto your leg and you can't quite get it off?
I imagine it would be something similar to that, yes. Or maybe dipping your hand in a vat of acid.
Haven't done that.
Yeah.
They also do tell you that the person who did all that stonework with the Zenithite did end up getting very sick and dying.
Gotcha. Okay.
To take it, you definitely don't make sure nobody messes with it now, right?
Oh, you know, the Alphas, yes, we stay clear of the Zenithite. We don't hang out near it. We'll just say that much. We will pass through the doorways and otherwise stay away from the entrances.
Okay.
They start handing out our X-rays. They're like, also, we got these as you guys came in.
Good heavens, what is that?
Okay. After sitting and watching for a while, I'm kind of interested in the tram system. So I'm gonna... The one that goes... The tram goes from inside the compound up to Iron Peak?
So, they'll let you, like, you know, if you want, you can walk out. You know, there's mist everywhere, so it's kind of hard to see everything, but they'll, like, kind of give you the lay of the land. They start telling you that, like, so beyond the gates, when you get in there, is the town of Suncrest. This bunch of buildings. It was like this lively little, like, it's not like a port town, but like would be kind of very similar. You know, it's like everything that went up to Iron Peak and down, you know, came through this place. It's kind of a big deal. The Suncrest Monastery was there. Also, but yeah, they had there was a depot that had a tramway on cables that ran up and down from a few different locations up in the mountains down to Suncrest that could carry, like essentially shipping containers or people movers, like up and down from the mountain peaks. And they said they used Saru to power it.
But no longer then.
Yeah, you would imagine that it probably isn't operating at the moment.
What would it take to get one of those trams to work again?
Elf says, well, I would imagine you would need to find some alternative to the Saru, since they were the ones providing the motive force to get things up and down from the mountain peaks.
A large box of coal.
Or we find and absorb the Saru whose role it was to move the trams.
Didn't we already do that?
You essentially absorbed a train.
Upside down train now.
Upside down train. Also, the stipulation for summoning the train was that it had to be outside of the mist.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about the part.
That was a small bit of problem.
Orion, you win again.
It won't be as much of a problem when we awaken the Genesis tree and get rid of the mist.
Yeah, but I was thinking about using it to get to the Genesis tree.
Yeah, can't do that.
But maybe that guy had a point. Maybe the Genesis tree isn't good. Nah.
Don't tell me you're... No. Just like all of us are like slowly turning our heads to look at Trunks. Like, what? Guys, do you think Trunks is like all there? I mean, he's listening to listen to all.
Can I sniff the door? Does it smell weird? Does it burn to smell?
Yeah, get that asbestos all up in there.
Go ahead
Just wanna
and
make sure.
Make a perception check.
Like magical asbestos.
It's got a distinct smell. It doesn't necessarily burn, but
Trunks, get away from that.
yeah, like several monks do kind of panic when you start sniffing at it, and they're like, "Oh no, you mustn't sniff the xenothite."
Oh. I just figured if I knew what it smelled like, I could find it later. Like how boars can find truffles in the wild, I'll find xenothite in the wild.
You're making that up.
What if you knew what it tastes
Which part?
like?
I mean, no, I'm not.
Don't give him any ideas. He already has too many of those.
I keep them all in this book.
Target acquired.
And if you're thinking of getting rid of that, I have a backup in this book.
Kaduka's gonna take note of some of the technologies that we've seen for engineering purposes.
Bree will be right there with him, discussing the engineering stuff with him and writing it in her little notebook.
Actually, this mineral, if used safely, carefully. Could it be used to maybe seal up maybe some kind of cart type apparatus to provide like safe transportation through the mist?
Like a jail cell.
Less to keep something in, but more to keep things out.
I think that
Isn't that what jail cells are for?
You'd have to use too much zenithite because you'd have to have too big of a thing because you can't be too close to the zenithite. I just don't think it would work on a small scale.
Oh, no. And wasn't really referring to something like for us, but I mean like in the event that non-raw Saru users needed to venture into the mist.
But what if you put it on like a marble and you hovered it around really fast over your head when that marble's like on a string, you swing it, and then it's just so fast the mist doesn't have time to come back in after it's gone through. Then you only need a little bit.
Boy, he's got ideas.
What if we awaken the Genesis tree and there just is no mist?
I like that plan.
How do we get to the Genesis tree?
We can get through the mist just fine.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that door had something weird on it. Don't remember some stuff now.
Your nose is bleeding.
Oh, thank you.
Also, your kidneys are failing.
How did you know that?
All the signs of like radiation poisoning.
My hair starts falling out.
Oh boy.
Rat pattern baldness.
Be sure to let us know if you suddenly feel really like everything's great.
You guys aren't gonna stop us if we wanted to go like take a hike to visit the Genesis tree in the area, are you?
No, I believe Master Dohati would be happy if whenever you leave, and I don't think he cares which direction it's in.
Oh, and if we come back, are we gonna get shot again?
No, we know who you are now. We do apologize about all that.
Is there anything that maybe you or anyone here had to leave behind that maybe we should keep our eye out for while we're there?
Oh, that's a sweet thought, but no, we live pretty unmaterialistic lives.
Is there anyone among you who has been to the tree? Knows how to get to it?
No, it would be it's not quite something any of us are interested in.
So there's no type of relics for your beliefs or anything like that might be lost there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Does this guy know that?
Yeah, I got a couple follow-up questions. How long have you been in this town? How long have you been practicing Mucknum? And what's in those secret texts, and when can I read them?
I don't think that Master Dohati is willing to share the sacred texts.
Can we see the door that they didn't tell us what was behind it from where we're at? Can we just be like, so what's behind that door? Like, aggressively points.
Oh, that door. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, we thought maybe, Master Dohati didn't really want anybody snooping around in there, but that's where we take the Saru that we destroy, and we have like kind of like an incinerator, and we do have people here in the monastery that are adept at manipulating magic and stuff. So they make magic items and potions and stuff out of it. But we kind of like scrap all the rest.
So several people go and incinerate stuff?
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't gotten rid of the current batch, we could get rid of it for you. Save you some trouble.
Well, I mean, I don't think Master Dohati would want me to do that, but
he also said you should shoot us, so I mean, he's not right all the time.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up.
That's alright, guys. I bet the secret texts aren't even really texts. I bet you it's a stone that just speaks to him, and not even a smart stone at that.
Hey, now. let's not get mean about it, all right?
All right, yeah. Let's not piss off the locals.
Some of them.
Look, I mean, like, it's just like, you know, these Shrew, they like come out of nowhere, right? Like 1,000 years ago, they just show up when, like, you know, people from all around the world are all dying and suffering, and these just like creatures come out of nowhere, start, and like they like attach to you, and like, okay, why? You know, like what's the angle? You know, like why are they giving us all this power, right? Why are Rosaru suddenly showing up and being like, yeah, we're gonna help you?
You know,
Like,
you have all these questions. You're kind of just asking nobody, but we literally have things here that can answer your questions. Like motions to the Rosaru around his neck.
yeah, Leviathan says, "Greetings. My name is Leviathan." Oh shit, it talks. That's crazy.
Just like the gem on it, like the blue gem just kind of lights up with a calm blue light whenever the voice comes out.
And he says, look, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity, but you know, this is just.
Why have questions if you're not looking for answers?
I mean, we just don't trust the Shrew, you know. Like I would also say, like, why do you trust them? Like, what? How do you
saved
know?
our lives.
I know. What's the motive? What's the hook?
The symbiosis, so they don't die out as well.
I mean, they came from somewhere, right? So yeah, they were fine back there. They like have to come here to survive. Like what is that? Is
well, no, we were all gonna die.
And like Saru, they're fine just sitting there, you know, until somebody comes and picks them up, you know. It's all just really weird, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This whole adventure has been very interesting, to say the least. A lot of life-changing events and things that we've never seen before. Things that would terrify you, like the massive and terrible Tarian.
Oh God, it sounds massive and terrible.
It had an almost incalculable number of wheels and massive arms that dug into the ground to pull itself forward on terrible tracks, screaming sounds of metal on metal.
You have like a bunch of like monks that are like surrounding, just like you know, like gasping at like the things you're saying.
With stacks, chimney stacks, belching clouds of coal dust and soot from a furnace forged in hell.
How did you defeat such a monster?
We made it really hot and then we blew it up.
Woohoo!
And then what happened?
It was dead.
Chunks was like sitting next to the monks, listening.
They like,
like, wow, is this an interesting story? I've just been saying what happened to us.
I've seen starships explode off the shoulders of Tarian. And now all those memories are gone, like tears in the rain.
Yep.
I think before we go, Risper did like be regaling them with other stories of our crazy encounters with different like Saru monsters and shit.
I love it. Yeah. So, you learn a little bit about their belief systems, their mistrust of Saru, their swearing off of Saru, their martial arts, how they've survived here in the mist. Um, you've learned a small bit about Zenithite, and they've kind of described the lay of the city beyond. You guys eat, you rest. How long do you plan on staying here?
Probably just overnight, but I was wondering, does Loot attempt ascending?
No.
Why not?
Because she doesn't wanna. It's kind of bumming her out. She's not feeling very optimistic about it.
Well, there's no mist right now, so...
Okay, Loot sends ascending to Bree.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Actually, oh shoot, I meant to look something up.
Can you send like sounds in sendings, or does it have to be a message? Like, can you do an onomatopoeia of a fart sound? I don't know why onomatopoeia screwed me up so bad right there.
I've been messing up everything.
But yeah, like, are you able to send a sending that's just like...
Okay. Okay. Alright. I need, Luke, can you please roll me a d4?
Oh,
okay, alright. You send Bree sending, and it's got a little bit of static to it, but it otherwise works.
It worked, Loot! I heard you! It was a little staticky, but I could understand you.
I guess we'll have to figure out who to send a message to tomorrow. What to say?
Yeah, we should probably send it to someone in Rakanaw just to let them know we're alive and well. Or maybe it'll sure. I don't know. I feel like Rakanaw is the people we actually care about. Who care about us.
Yeah, I suppose to it'll sure we're kind of just passing through.
Yeah.
Like, oh, them? Yeah, they just kind of went off into the mist and I don't know what happened. Anyway, back to daily life.
Yeah, I'd love to send a message to all of your guys' friends and family.
I mean, you can send it to, your friend. I can never remember her name.
Hilda.
Are we not friends?
I guess we'll see how the rest of today goes.
Oh.
Yeah, send it to Hilda.
Hilda's great.
Yeah, because Hilda can tell the rest of them, yeah, they're alive. I heard from her.
Well, she'd have to do it tomorrow, right? Unless she wants to lose it.
Yeah, I imagine this happened before we went to bed, and then she could send it in the morning before we left.
All right. Anything else you want to do this night?
Yeah, before going to bed, I'd like to kind of ask around, what's the word? Under the radar, so to speak, to see if I can figure out where specifically the secret texts are. If I can somehow locate it based on responses I'm getting on.
Give me a diplomacy as part of a gather information.
Right. This will be +2. 34.
It's pretty damn good. You come across a is there any monk in particular you were gonna ask?
No, not in particular.
Or that you'd want to get the information from?
No, I don't. Not in particular. I think just mainly like someone who seems knowledgeable on the subject, I suppose.
Yeah. The half orc you were talking to earlier says, "Oh, why are you watching? Why are you asking about the sacred texts?"
Oh, I just think you guys kind of make sense a little bit sometimes. But also, you got some good moves, and you know, if I were to become a monk, if I wanted to go do something, blah blah. It feels like something the monks should know about, right? I mean, you know, have you read the text?
Yeah, we've all read it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we as monks, we would want to know where it's at, right? We should learn these things.
I mean, just any copy? You just like any copy, or?
I mean, yeah. I guess I didn't realize there was like other copies.
Well, yeah. Other than just we train, but we also we make copies because we don't have like a Saru that like elsewhere in the world they use like a Saru to like make copies of books and stuff. So we just like have to handwrite them. Yeah, some kind of printing Saru.
Oh, okay.
But no, I suppose I suppose you could have my copy, and I'll just say I lost it.
Oh, thank you. Did you copy this directly from the book?
I don't think so. I think Master Dohadi's copy is probably the oldest one here, and that it's probably in his like personal chambers.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I shall look this over.
Yeah, check it out. See what you think.
I appreciate you starting me on this journey of my monkening.
Hey, did you ever know?
Oh.
You were from. You were saying you were like from. Was it called Rakana? It's like down past Chlornon.
Yeah.
Did you ever know? You ever know a woman named Sariel?
Isn't she the one in our village?
She was.
The one human.
I'll be honest, I don't think I was sorry in the notes, but I feel like I should know her.
I mean, you know her.
I think we all met her at a certain point.
Yeah, but she's alive?
She was also bald.
Yeah, she's lived with us on Rakana for our whole lives, so you would 100% know her.
Yeah, she was the only human.
She was metal too.
Okay. Oh yeah.
She was always bald.
She and just so you guys remember, she was a member of Spearhead, and she was one of the 3 that were missing after the attack on Rakana.
So she was with Jack's group, or not Jack, Trevin's group.
Yeah, that is true.
So she's not on Rakana anymore.
No.
As far as we are aware.
Right.
Yeah. What about her?
Oh, you knew her? Yeah, I mean, she was from this monastery.
Oh, I don't know if she ever spoke about this monastery. Did she?
I mean, she probably would have spoken about it. She would have talked a little bit about her belief system, but she was pretty quiet in general.
Okay.
Kind of isolated from her people. Just happened to be in, around Lurkroot Warren when the mist showed up.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was the place.
Yeah, no, she always seemed nice. That's a weird coincidence. She ended up with you guys. Yeah, just how's she doing? She doing all right?
I should go. Trunks is gonna leave.
Oh, huh. All right, good talk.
That was just was there, right?
What's that?
That was just Trunks. That was there, right? Because like it's Trunks going to talk to them. Okay.
Right. Trunks is doing some kind of covert. Somebody else might have mentioned it to you guys as well. Yeah, at some point, I think maybe he, Half-Orc walks up to Risprit and is like, "Hey, hey, I heard from Trunks that maybe Sariel was in your village."
Oh. Yeah.
She's about yay high, probably bald head.
Yeah, we remember. She stood out quite a bit among the rat folk. She
Yeah, I bet. You guys are you're kind of short.
Yeah, she wasn't Yosoki, but she fit in with the rest of us in town.
Good.
Yeah, what about her?
He got kind of cagey when I asked how she's doing.
Oh, we don't know.
What do you mean?
So wait, did we already this was like after we regaled them with stories of like kind of what's happened to us and like the final stand and all that in Rekanaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he'd point out and be like, so remember that part where we talked about pushing back the mist when we gained the Rosru?
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to her after that. She was in a party that seemed to disappear. We don't know where their group went.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
Sorry to tell you that.
No, it's yeah. No, I appreciate knowing. It was kind of just like I was like, I thought she had like headed southeast, and I thought maybe. So no, it's just kind of. I guess it's good to know.
If it makes you feel any better, there wasn't a trace left behind, so she may be out there somewhere.
Well, I don't know if that makes me feel any better. If she's out there somewhere, maybe she's maybe it's Saru have her, But
sorry, wish we could give some solace in this.
Yeah, I mean, I think any of us would rather be dead than be a Saru monster,
Yeah, that's understandable.
We're pretty much like, if you equip a Saru, you're out of the, it's kind of like you're pretty much you can't be a Buron monk anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's very easy to forget that we're kind of blessed right now to have that kind of protection.
Yeah, I mean, and look, those Rosru you got obviously have, they're useful. There's a lot of power there. I get why you'd use them, and I wish you all the best.
And you as well. Did you know her, like, closely?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, we trained together. I was pretty new when she showed up. Or when I mean, she was here when I showed up. It's pretty new. I got to know her.
I suppose it makes sense why she was on the away parties and such.
Yeah, I mean, we traveled all over the place. Just gotta spread the word.
Right. Huh. Suppose you don't always have to have someone around anymore to still learn things about them.
Yeah.
I do hope she's okay, though.
Yeah, me too. Well, and he gets up and he walks away.
Did he seem like particularly fazed by that?
No, I mean, he's just kind of, learning about somebody he knew that is probably dead now. Or in a way, he kind of hopes for her sake.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Sleep?
Yeah. All right. You guys spend the night. You wake up the next day. They feed you. Everybody kind of gathers to say goodbye. Master Dohati kind of standing in the back, just his little arms crossed, like looking real grumpy.
Oh, this guy.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
We will.
Why? Why would we do that?
Because he really doesn't like it. Because it's funny.
But as you exit, they lift up the portcullis for, they kind of told you that they checked to make sure there was nothing inside the portcullis when you went to go leave. They lift up the north portcullis so you can exit the tunnel, and you exit out into the town. Were you gonna send a sending, loot?
I'm just gonna wait until the end of the day.
Okay.
Well, don't you have to send it before we leave the city so that we're out of the mist?
Or are we not coming back?
I
Might be a while.
probably not today.
Okay,
still gotta
let's
make our
send
way
the
the rest.
sending to Hilda saying she's fine. Everyone's
Yeah,
fine.
Hilda responds back, she's glad to hear from you, and she ends up saying that she's fine too. And the sending is still a little staticky, but perfectly understandable. And yeah, it goes through.
Oh. Huh. So it does work sometimes.
Everybody make a perception check. Oh, Thresh.
Damn.
Am I percepting?
You percept the hell out of this. So it's hard. When you send the sending, whatever, you say goodbye to all the monks, you leave, and then you head out. And once you've cleared the tunnel, at some point the mist, because this kind of got put into your thoughts by a previous comment that was made by somebody. At some point, you look up and the it's one of those days where the moon is like visible, like during the daytime, and it's like basically directly above you. Just kind of like happen to glance up like right at the right time when the mist kind of clears a little bit and you can see the moon up there.
Is it the real moon?
Maybe it's an illusion. But yeah, you have this town. Looks like a pretty standard town of what you would what you're used to. It's very akin to kind of Idleshire make. It's very human. Well, I guess Idleshire was a little different. It looks a lot like the human portions of Idleshire. There's some buildings that seem to be built a little more squat, but for the most part, it's human proportions everywhere. As you go through, everything is pretty run down because it's had no upkeep over the last 20 years. You end up having minor skirmishes with random Saru and Saru monsters that are wandering through, but nothing to write home about. They had mentioned the location of the station, the tram station. As you wander closer that direction, you do see the large iron cables that seem to have gotten pretty rusty over the last 20 years, kind of running out of a building and upward toward the sky. And when the mist clears enough to see kind of upwards at those angles, you do see occasionally you see the cables kind of running all the way up to the peaks of the mountain. But it seems to be no there's like signs. You've seen these kind of things before in other towns, villages that you've passed. People got out of here in a hurry. There's a lot of stuff that was just left in the road. There's a lot of stuff that was just left on the ground. Very old signs of blood in places where it wouldn't be washed away by the elements over time. Definitely, this town definitely vacated in a hurry.
This is similar to kind of what we saw in the borough below. Yeah,
absolutely.
Spacing the name right now.
Yep, Lurkroot Warren.
Yes.
For sure, you saw a lot of this hurried evacuation signs.
Is there anything that stands out, like maybe signs that look more recent, like some kind of scuffs or like anything's been dragged through?
Go ahead and make a perception check or survival check.
Percept.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of tracks actually through here. That's you see a lot of disturbance of the the ground where things have wandered through here, but you are finding Saru monsters that you've been fighting off occasionally. You run across. It's kind of like the zombie movie where you run into one zombie and you kick in the door and you take care of it and you're like, okay,
yeah,
and we move on. It's kind of a lot of that, but you don't see anything that was purposefully left behind as far as like directions. Dead inside, don't open. Kind
gotcha.
of things.
Yeah, don't dead open inside.
Right. I meant to say that, and I got it backwards, and then it ended up coming out right.
Your brain automatically runs autocorrect and tries to put it the right way, but then it always comes out a different way. Okay.
So they did describe that there are like old paths, like people would go up the mountains on their own, but they're not like they weren't even well traveled back in the day. If the monks get at their best guess would say that it's probably going to be a rough travel up the paths up the mountain. But they kind of describe that they're kind of, if you head north enough through the other side of the town, you'll see where they start to wind up the mountain. And then there's the tramway station. They didn't mention really any other places to go. Which direction are you guys thinking of heading?
Can we climb? Because the Genesis trees are usually fairly large. Bree wants to try to climb on top of a building or above whatever tree line, whatever highest thing she can get up on, to see if she can see the tree.
You start climbing. You make your way up, maybe go inside, and then you take the stairs to the second floor and come out of a window, and then scamper up the siding of this this building. A lot of these buildings too, by the way, are have elements of metal with them. A lot of these roofs are tin roofs, as opposed to thatch roofs like you've seen down south. You see a lot more metal signage and things like that. It's obvious that they were near a source of metal that they could use. You make it to this roof, and you look up, and you see. You've never seen a mountain before. You've seen, not like this. There was kind of a hilly range down there in the Lurkwood forest. And you look up at the sheer awe and size of this huge mountain in front of you. These, the peaks of which are up in the clouds. You got mist down here. You've got clouds up there. And it's kind of awe-inspiring to see something so huge that you've never seen before. And you start to take in the absolute scale and how big the Genesis tree was. You're looking at these mountains, and you're easily Genesis tree, even of that size, could be hidden behind one of those peaks there.
As I'm looking at this huge mountain that I've never seen anything like before, I would probably talk to Bahamut and see if he knew what general direction, can he sense the Genesis trees, or does he know kind of what direction we should be traveling?
Actually, that is a really good point. Let me look at something real quick.
Oh yeah, is there kind of almost like magnetic poles? Can they detect?
Yeah, kind of like a compass.
The energy given off by these things?
They would describe that basically that is true, that they could always feel. They call it the Genesis tree network. But the mist is completely blocks it. They can't feel a thing. They've been completely cut off. The mist truly is anti-Saru in every way. It just truly doesn't allow them to function.
Am I high enough to be out of the mist?
Not. It's thinner up here, but not so much out.
How
of
much
it.
higher would I need to go?
Like from your elevation.
Yeah.
Would
50 feet do it?
So you 50 feet. You're just gonna like leap up into the air.
Yeah, like leap up in the air and just kind of like see what direction if he gets a pull while I'm up there.
Bahamut says, "Is all right, I'm ready, Bree."
Hey guys, watch this.
Bree explosive leaps up into the air as high as she can go.
He goes, "Huh? Sorry, I got nothing."
I probably take damage as I fall down too.
Nah.
You said there was a town with right next to Suncrest, didn't you?
Yeah. So this is like so Suncrest Junction was like the tunnel and like the little stuff kind of like in and around it. Now that you've exited Suncrest Junction and you are in the town of Suncrest proper.
Okay. Is there a library or somewhere that might have texts as far as the tree
absolutely.
Goes? Okay.
I do want to interject a little bit though, because I didn't really. I mean, somebody just mentioned this, so you were asking Bahamut if he would know, which direction, or the roster. Zodiark speaks up and says, "Well, Iron Peak was my Genesis tree.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a general idea of where it is."
Oh.
Okay. I still think a library is probably a good idea, though, Kaduka. We should look for that.
Yes.
Well, I feel like Zodiac knows where he's going.
Well, not even just for the maps, though, just for any information.
And if we were able to procure a map, it might make the journey a little easier.
Yeah, Zodiac might be able to look at the map and be able to more accurately pinpoint where on the map it is.
Zodiac doesn't have eyes.
But he's connected to you, and you have eyes.
Point your finger toward the mountain, please.
I would point toward where the mountains are.
He says, Trunks, could you please point your finger toward the mountain?
Oh, yeah. I'll point toward the mountain.
All right. So I believe a little bit to the left by a few degrees.
All right.
Nope, a little bit back the other way.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yes, that and up a bit.
All right.
I believe that is the direction of the Genesis tree.
Can we even breathe up there? It looks quite distant.
Well, why wouldn't we be able to?
Yeah, we've never seen a mountain, so we don't know how air gets thin at the top of a mountain.
You might have read something about it somewhere. Well, I believe there is a town up there, Iron Peak, as they call it. So somebody must be able to survive.
I know. I've read something about it.
Yeah, you know that it's harder to breathe up in mountains, but if there's people living up there, then you should be able to survive.
I feel like breathing a little bit of thin air is going to be the least of our troubles on this journey. I mean, how hard could it be, right?
Have you ever suffocated before?
No. At least not that I remember.
That's what I thought.
All right, so
to the library.
All right, you want to go to the library? You scour the town. Kaduka, give me a society check.
Okay.
Or anybody. that is like trying to find the library. Oh, lovely.
There is no library.
So you are kind of scouring the town.
What's a library?
Yeah.
You're scouring the town. You're having trouble finding it. But you incidentally end up next to the... you end up next to the station, the tramway station. And you can go in, or you can mark this place as like, okay, well now we know where it is, and like head straight to the library, or you can go in and check it out. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, so my better. 1 second.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
No hablo español, lo siento.
Oh. They know.
Okay.
Do you speak Saru?
I think that while we're here, we could check out the station, guys. It will only take us a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, while we're here. Wait, so have we seen any sign of anything that's similar to that purple goo here?
No, not here.
Okay.
The station might even have maps of the town in it. Like, train stations a lot of times have, like, places to tell you where to go, because that's where you arrive to town.
Right.
So yeah, let's go on the station.
I've never been in a train station before.
Wait, how do we know there aren't any Turians down there?
There could be.
We've killed one before, we can do it again!
You're right, Saeed.
We should stick together just in case one shows up.
That I agree with.
As you enter into this place, you know, obviously signs of struggle. Everything's very dusty. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of moldy because, like, you find some holes in the roofs where rainwater has been able to pour in. And yeah, as you start to like kind of walk your way through this place, you walk into the next room, and there's a sudden like bang. And a screech and a growl, bang, 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 and you see there seems to be there's this huge Saru with like these long like clawed arms, and it is reaching out to you, and every time it does, it bangs against the restraints that are holding it in place as it is essentially like clamped down into place. And you notice the cables that run through all the pulley systems in this place. It is sitting directly underneath one of them, and it is just like, you know, screeching and slamming and like trying to like claw its way at you, but it doesn't seem to be able to get free.
They did say that Saru is how they powered the train station, so this may be the Saru that was chained down powering it before the mist hit.
So we should
clear of it.
take their power and use it for ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's true.
Gain the ability to power a train station. Wait, hold on.
Right, that's what we want to do.
Do we?
Yeah, sometimes I think you guys think my ideas are just all stupid.
I mean, do we need to kill it to take its power?
Can we ask it
pretty
nicely?
much.
Aww.
You would need to be able to. Well,
You just have to incapacitate it, yeah?
that's true. And Now it is like kind of like in the wall, and like there's like metal bars, and it's essentially got like a metal harness around it that is like keeping it in place. You imagine there might be some space on the other side that you could get to it without the grabby bits like trying to crush you.
I would attempt to do that so that I could tell what it is. So I can Saru anatomy check.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, this Saru definitely has its ability is that it it can it's kind of like a large crab in a way, only with like clawed hands, and it can hunker down, and it's meant for pulling. And you start to look at the system here, and you're pretty sure that this thing would just pull the tramway lines so that the trams like run in like a circular pattern.
Okay.
So like one side goes up and one side goes down, and it's just a big loop.
Would I know what spell we would get if we absorbed him?
You think this would be similar to the Turian?
Okay, I don't remember what spell we got.
It summoned a Turian.
Oh.
I don't know who specifically got it, but or if it was maybe an adjoint thing.
I don't remember who has it.
I don't think it's me.
I don't think it's me either.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Who absorbed the Turian?
Actually, wait, yeah, who did absorb the
You can
Tron?
summon it. Well, I don't think it was me.
I don't know that we ever actually designated somebody.
Did it just go in the collective group?
I think we were just holding on to it until we
Spells.
decided who
Yeah.
maybe it felt right with.
Yeah, we know you guys have it.
That's fair.
We can say that I absorbed it because I've been really good at absorbing those recently.
That makes sense.
And Kaduk has a weird affinity for trains for some reason.
That is where I thought he was going with it.
Oh no!
I absolutely thought that was the angle.
I did not make the connection, but now I really want it.
Kaduka. All right, Kaduka has the Turian.
Nice.
But yeah, as you find your way back around this thing, and in the process, yeah, there's like the other half. It's like kicking its like crab like legs that all have like little like hooks on the end, so they can dig in. You imagine, based on your Saru lore, I believe you would be able to like dig into a surface to become less mobile. It's very seemingly specialized Saru, or purpose fit for this. But yeah, you get to the back where you assume that somebody would essentially there's like a chair set up so that they could sit down and equip the Saru to operate it throughout their shift working here at the tramway station. And in this like control room that they kind of have, you find a bunch of literature. You find a user manual for the Saru, for various Saru. There's one for this one that talks about, how to use it, but you actually find a user manual for a different Saru first. It says Skyhauler Saru Operations Manual. And on the first page, as you open it up, it says the Skyhauler Saru is used in conjunction with the state-of-the-art cableway conveyance platform designed to safely and efficiently transport cargo and materials across steep terrain and elevated routes. For your safety and the safety of those working below, operation of the Skyhauler Saru is restricted to certified operators only, as defined by the Operating and Handling Standards of Amberfield Section 1.7.4. Unauthorized use or modification of a Skyhauler Saru is strictly prohibited and may result in injury, equipment loss, or disciplinary action.
Oh, good. No death.
So this is like one of those things that goes up the mountain. What is it?
A gondola?
Yeah.
Yeah, gondola.
Chunks would like to look for something that says certified trained person, essentially.
Oh, you want to find like
document or yeah.
Yeah, somebody had dropped their badge that says like certified Skyhauler Saru operator.
Perfect. Pick it up. All right, guys, we can do it now.
All right. But we have to find one.
Wait, is that what we passed? That was kind of thrashing around?
No, that's the other one.
You said a cable was going immediately over it, though, right?
Yeah. So this thing, you find a different operating manual, and they call it the cable puller Saru. And it's as you start to look at it, one would sit behind it, put their hands up to it, and the Saru would become active, bind their hands, and they would essentially use it to pull the cable one
so they
direction.
would puppet it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like sitting in a front end loader or forklift or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would know that, like typically normal Saru don't really do anything unless they're being used. So they seem to just kind of anchor this one in place and use it to pull this cable.
Okay.
Is there like a skeleton behind this thing that like there was someone attached to it when the mist rolled through on duty?
It doesn't seem so. It seems that everyone that was in here got out in time. You don't see any bodies.
Is this close enough that the monks could have been clearing out the bodies, though? They did say they went out and went on, like, excursions. And there were drag marks?
Yeah, yeah, it's possible. But you think that any monk getting close, based on what you've seen with these Saru around people that don't have their Saru attached, they tend to start to sprout a lot of black cables and try to dig those into people. They don't do that to you because you've already got a Saru attached to you. But you imagine them getting anywhere near this thing would be a bad idea for them.
Okay, well, I would take both of the user manuals and probably read them.
Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. They're not very long. Operating Saru is fairly intuitive. It's more of a lot of like, you're supposed to wait this long. You get a signal from the the person unloading and loading passengers and the different, or if it's cargo, they're unloading or unloading cargo. It's more of like how the personnel operate together. Yeah.
And then I guess I'd look for the gondola, like Saru, if possible. And maybe we can attack this one so we can absorb it.
Yeah, you get so there's just like something very intuitive, being attached to this raw Saru. You reach out, and with this thing essentially being subdued because it can't move from its spot, you're able to draw or attempt to draw the power from it as it's sitting here. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll, Bree. I'll tell you, you've got to get a 16. Oh, all right. So 8.
I can re-roll that with my hero point, though, right?
Nope.
Aw.
As you try to draw the power from it, it lurches, and there's like some kind of like snapping and cracking kind of sounds, and a little bit of like electrical jolting, and a little bit of smoke like rises up out of it, and it just ceases to operate.
What did you do?
I pulled a Kaduk. Sorry, guys.
No, no. No.
We are not calling it that.
It failed.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Bree. It's just that's a big Saru. It's just that's a hard ask. Yeah, so I did my best.
Yeah, it's no problem, Bahamut.
I think it was a little too corrupted with the mist and all that. It's at this point, so there's like holes in the roofs and stuff, and it's kind of moldy, and there is like a coffee mug that's sitting there on one of the desks that seems to get refilled with rainwater every once in a while. Has a bit of water in it, and you see it. You hear like a, and there's like a bit of a ripple. And a bit of a ripple, and it starts to get a little bit louder over time.
Can I look out like the window where that cord over the other Saru was to see if it's the gondola coming down?
You look up and you don't see anything coming down the cableway. There continues to be a sort of slamming sound off in the distance that starts to get closer and closer.
Perhaps it is another gate that is being opened and closed.
Maybe it's a friend. Right, it could be a friend.
Or perhaps we should hide.
Like right outside the window, you see a large metal foot of some kind slam down. And another one after it.
Oh, that's not friend-shaped.
Pauses for a second, and then the roof of the office that you're in gets ripped open, taking apart a bunch of the wall away from it as you stare up at a massive Saru that is being piloted by, like, there was some kind of humanoid in it that's got like black cables running in and out that has, you know, mutated due to the Saru and the Mist influence. And you were looking at a what is most definitely the Sky Hauler Saru in Saru monster form.
Avery, what step was this in the instructions?
Do I know? I did read the book.
That was a pun
Are you
on the
thumbing through
feet
the book
landing
right
in front
now?
of us. I hold up my badge. I am certified to. What do I need to do?
I am a certified.
I didn't read the book.
It tries to smash you. Actually, so that is where we're going to call it for today. It looks a little bit something like that as you look up at it. It's
Oh boy.
yeah, you know, it's got a bunch of arms and legs. It's got like big grabby pinchy arms on top.
My
and
God,
big,
I play that character in League of
stomping
Legends.
feet. Who is that?
Urgot.
Urgot? I gotta look him up.
Well, got me shitting my pants.
Yes, I see Urgot. Very similar. I should have just taken a screen grab of Urgot. But anyway, that is where we're going to end for the night. We will start back there next time. I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate everyone coming out. Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass out any second here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's kill the feed and we'll talk about scheduling.
Bye, Street
Oh,
Oh, what did the feed ever do
Bye,
to you?
stream.
Mushroom.
Die, feed, die.
No.